Ladies and gentlemen, Heritage Singers is here today, and we're doing things in little snippets. We have been away for 2 years, and this will be our first rehearsal, and we only did first performance, and we only did 2 rehearsals. So we are in our 45th year of existence as a volunteer group with professional working adults that find the time to travel and share the Caribbean and African folklore. Many of the group members have been in the group for 10, 20, 30, and even 45 years. We have performed at international folk festivals worldwide, countries such as Holland, Germany, Taiwan, Venezuela, Mexico, and in North America, New York, Montreal, Ottawa, Saskatchewan, and more. In Jamaica, we have performed at the annual Maroon Independence Festival in Accompong. That was in 1999. And in the Greater Toronto area, we have performed in just about any venue you can imagine. Churches, schools, hospitals, libraries, the zoo, the Granite Club, CNE, and it's a long list. And with the Honorable Louise Bennett Coverley, she was so excited those days. We did a performance with her while we welcomed the Queen at the CNE grounds. So tonight we're going to give you a 30-minute taste of our repertoire, including folk, pop, culture, reggae, and Negro spiritual and more. So let's connect to our roots, let's remember where we come from, and enjoy a taste of our heritage. And I'll give you a sneak information at the end. When we finish, if you feel you can do Kumina, join us at the end. So time us too. We do a very good job of timing what we do. 30 minutes and 47 seconds. Thank you.
lucky. Cleaning fires in the morning, breakfast, rice and night in the front. Oh Lord, what a night and a bite. What a Saturday night. Lord, what a night and a bite. What a Saturday night. Lord, what a night. Not a bite. What a Saturday night. Lord, what a night. Not a bite. What a Saturday night.
There are some times that we feel like a motherless child. We've been toiled, we've been tired, but only sometimes. Sometimes I feel like a motherless child. Sometimes I feel like a motherless child. Sometimes I feel like a motherless child, a long way from home, a long way from home. Sometimes I feel like I'm almost gone. Sometimes I feel like I'm almost gone. Sometimes I feel like I'm almost gone. Way up in the heavenly lands. Way up in the heavenly lands.
Old
Destined rabbi, so I to the merchant ship. Minutes after them took I from the bottomless pit. My hands were made strong by the hands of the Almighty. We forward in this generation triumphantly. Won't you help to sing these songs of freedom? 'Cause it's all I ever had. Redemption song. Emancipate yourself from mental slavery. None but ourselves can free our minds. Have no fear for atomic energy, 'cause none of them can stop the time. How long shall they kill our prophet while we stand aside and look? Some say it's just a part of it. We've got to fulfill the book. Won't you help to sing these songs of freedom? 'Cause it's all I ever had. Redemption song. Songs of freedom. Songs of freedom. Redemption songs. Redemption song.
I will never leave her shores. I will never run away. I will always be near to the black, the green, the gold I say. All nations bring one triumph. You must face the test of time. None of you are strong. There are much against us all. So some people say we are one. But the progress you make, my friend, not always how rich you are.
This is the land of my birth. This is the land of my birth. This is Jamaica, my Jamaica, the land of my birth.
Miss Tourist, Mr. Tourist, leave your land and come. Tarry here for a while, put up a bill of Bible. We will share a love again. Our people that grow, they will want to be with you. They will love, they will help, they will give. If you wish, my friend, you can live. You will be a happier world in the land of the rising sun.
This is the land of my birth. This is the land of my birth. This is Jamaica, my Jamaica, the land of my birth.
This is the land
Of my birth. This is the land of my birth. This is Jamaica, my Jamaica, the land of my birth.
my pride. And this loneliness won't leave me alone. It's such a drag to be on your own. I have no friends, and I don't know why. Well, I guess I'll have to cry. Many rivers to cross, but where to begin? I'm full time. There'll be times I find myself thinking of committing some dreadful crime. And this loneliness won't leave me alone. It's such a drag to be on your own. I have no friends, and I don't know why. Well, I guess I'll have to I've got many rivers to cross, but I can't seem to find my way over. Wandering I'm lost as I travel along white cliffs of Dover. Many rivers to cross, yeah, but it's only my will that keeps me alive. I've been licked, washed up for years, and I merely survive because of my
This is my island in the sun, where my people have toiled since time began. I may sail on many a seas, her shores will always be home to me.
Oh, island in the sun, willed to me by my father's hand. All my days I will sing in praise of your forest waters, your shining sand.
As morning breaks the heaven on high, I lift my heavy load to the sky. Sun comes down with a burning glow, mingles my sweat with the earth below. Oh, island in the sun, willed to me by my father's hand.
All my days I will sing in praise
Of your forest
waters, your shining sand.
I see woman on bended knee, cutting cake for a family. I see man at the waterside, cutting nuts at the surging tides.
Oh, island in the sun, willed to me by my father's hand. All my days I will sing in praise of the forest waters, your shining sand.
I pray the day will never come when I can wake the sound of drums. Never let me miss carnival with calypso songs philosophical.
Oh, island in the sun, willed to me by my father's hands. All my days I will sing in praise of the forest waters, your shining sand.
Oh, island in the sun. Oh, island in the sun. Oh, island in the sun. Oh, island in the sun.
Come we go down, a soul a sparking. Come we go down, we go buy banana. Come we go down, we go down, a soul a sparking. Come we go down, we go buy banana. Come we go down, a soul a sparking. Come we go down, we go buy banana. Banana, 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 banana. Come we go down, we go down, a soul a sparking. Come we go down, we go buy banana. Come we go down, a soul a sparking. Come we go down, we go buy banana.
We go down a Chickafoot market, hand me all a banana. One Chickafoot girl come grab me, and back me throw Katy Patty.
Come we go down, a soul a sparking. Come we go down, we go buy banana. Banana. Banana, banana, banana. Come we go down, a soul a sparking. Come we go down, we go buy banana.
One, two. Heritage singers. Let's have a pause for a second, heritage singers. Dear Father. Hello? Father, as I hold this mic and remove my mask, let no one cough in this place. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, I thought something happened there that I wasn't aware of. I am your moderator for the evening. My name is Danae Peart, and you'll hear more about me as the evening goes. But it is my distinct honor and privilege to welcome you to the launch of Jamaica's 60th celebrations. You may know that the theme this year is reigniting a nation for greatness. Let's give Jamaica a round of applause. 60 years this year. Now we would like to welcome in our honored guest per protocol. First we have the Honorable Olivia Grange, CD, MP, Minister of Culture, Gender, Entertainment, and Sport. Welcome, Minister Grange. We have the Honorable Edmund Bartlett, CD, MP, Minister of Tourism. Let's welcome Minister Bartlett. We have Her Excellency Sharon J. Miller, High Commissioner of Jamaica to Canada. Welcome, the High Commissioner. We have Lincoln G. Downer, Consul General from Jamaica to Toronto. They're making their way in, ushered in by our director, Angela. And of course, we have Canadian government and provincial ministers, municipal officials. Let's give them a round of applause, you'll hear more. We have members of the Caribbean Councillor Corps. We have, of course, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, and members of the media. Welcome, everyone, to this Jamaica 60 celebration. We had paused the presentation from the heritage singers. Give them a round of applause if you've been enjoying them so far. And as our dignitaries get settled, we're going to turn back over to the heritage singers to round out their performance for this evening.
Fan me, soldier man, fan me, make me feel nice and cool. Fan me, soldier man, fan me, soldier man, fan me, soldier man, fan me, make me feel nice and cool. Say a soldier man, run, say a soldier man, run, say a soldier man, run, fan me, soldier man, fan me, soldier man, fan me. Fan me, soldier man, fan me, make me feel nice and cool.
Where do you send them all up? Where do you send them all up? Where do you send them all up? Can you correct your call?
Fan me, soldier man, fan me. Fan me, soldier man, fan me. Fan me, soldier man, fan me, make me feel nice and cool.
Where do you send them all up? Where do you send them all up? Where do you send them all up?
Girl, your character gone, oh, girl, your character gone.
Fan me, fan me, fan me.
Fan me,
Fan me, fan me, fan me. 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 Fan me, fan me, fan me.
We roast the yellow yam and we slice it in a two. How nice it will be. We'll be happy as the sun beams. flour dumpling, cut with coconut oil. What a glorious day when we roast the yellow yam. Take Master God the food in yam. Take Master God the yellow yam. How nice it will be with the ackee and the saltfish and the white flour dumpling cooked with coconut oil. What a glorious day when we yum and yum and yum. Mama, hear the queen. Moona shine, oh Moona shine. Moona shine, oh Moona shine. Moona go sang along the mama, hear the queen. Sang along the mama, hear the queen. Hear the queen, oh hear the queen. Hear the queen, oh hear the queen. Moona go sang along the mama, hear the queen. Sang along the mama, hear the queen. Mama, hear the queen.
no man, no man. Keep it going, keep it going, keep it going, because it's been a while that I wanted to join this group. Oh, wait, go. Yes. Give it up for the heritage singers. Give it up again. The heritage singers. Of course, under the leadership of Grace Lyons. Hey. Thank you, drummers. Thank you, heritage singers. Welcome again, ladies and gentlemen, to this great celebration. Jamaica turned 60 this year. Nothing to sneeze at. And we have this evening a video presentation to entice you a little bit. Just to entice you a little bit. Because this is just the start of what promises to be a great year of celebration. So we're going to turn our eyes to the screen shortly. But while we wait on that, I just want to situate everybody in the room. We're outside again. You're happy? Are you happy to be outside again? So some of us have packed on the COVID-19 pounds. And if you can hear my heavy breathing, you should recognize I'm an overachieving Jamaican, and I packed on more. But, so, as I guide you through this evening's proceedings, I'll try not to get winded along the way. My name again, for those of you who didn't hear, is Danae Peart. I'm the former CEO of VX3 Vibe 105 FM. And I now spend my time in media consultancy at night and spare time and so on. And in the daytime, I'm in healthcare administration. And I do enjoy hosting events, and we will have some fun this evening. But before the fun, we have the proceedings. You know how it goes at these functions. I can't break loose as yet. So let us turn our eyes to the screen for the Jamaica 60th introduction video.
Jamaica, the big little country with a rich sports legacy, a vibrant and popular culture, a proud and resilient people.
I said, this is Jamaica, my Jamaica, the land of my birth.
This is Jamaica 60, involving impactful legacy projects and entertaining and educational commemorative events. Jamaica 60, reigniting a nation for greatness.
Yes, clap. That should start to entice you to make the bookings. You know, this event is hosted by the Jamaica Tourist Board, of course, under the patronage of the ministers. And you wouldn't want to see lovely images like that without also wanting to go to Jamaica. So as soon as you see that image, you should be texting your travel agents and so on, or texting your children or so on to go online and book. Now, let us get to some greetings. First up, we have a woman that is in her second term as the president of the Jamaica Canadian Association. She has dabbled in local politics, seeking election, and some of you never live in her riding. I'm looking at you. And she has been a real bold source of support for community endeavors, especially during this COVID-19 pandemic. The JCA has opened its doors to everything from vaccination clinics to my group hosting meals to go for those who were less fortunate and or seniors. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to put your hands together and welcome to the stage Miss Adoma Patterson.
Thank you, Danae, and good evening, everyone. How are you feeling? We're feeling irie. We can feel the irie here. Honorable Ministers Grange and Bartlett, High Commissioner Miller, Consul General Downer, distinguished guests, good evening. It is my pleasure to bring greetings on behalf of Jamaican organizations and the diaspora across Canada. Special recognition to Jamaican organizations in British Columbia, Alberta, Manitoba, Ontario, including my own, the Jamaican Canadian Association in Toronto, Quebec, and Nova Scotia. 60 years ago, Jamaicans gathered at the King Edward Hotel in Toronto to celebrate Jamaica's independence from Britain. How many of you knew that? A bit of history. In preparation for that event, they had to learn the words of the new anthem, Jamaica, Land We Love. They were so very proud to celebrate this momentous occasion and see the black, green, and gold flag raised. Here we are again. It seems like just yesterday that Dr. Appelt and Audrey Campbell and Sandra Whiting came together, among many others, to commemorate Jamaica's 50th year of independence. Tonight, we officially launch Jamaica's 60th independence activities under the theme, Reigniting a Nation for Greatness. Given our moment in history, with ongoing discussions about Jamaica becoming a republic and reparations, this is a fitting theme. Over the coming months, leading up to August 6th, Jamaican Canadians will host many events, including health and wellness seminars, cultural shows, food festivals, flag-raising ceremonies, church services, and galas. We will proudly celebrate the tremendous impact of Jamaicans at home, in Canada, and abroad. We will also reflect on where we are as a nation and people, including the economic and social challenges. The Jamaican Canadian diaspora will continue to play our role in reigniting Jamaica for greatness. Thank you and enjoy the evening.
Thank you, President Patterson. Now, ladies and gentlemen, as you've heard, the theme this evening is reigniting a nation for greatness. And we have our nation folk joining us, watching online. We want to make a special welcome to the viewers in Jamaica watching on PBCJ, those watching us on GIS, those watching on the JCDC, those watching on Visit Jamaica, those of the Minister of Culture, Gender, Entertainment, and Sport platforms, and of course, across the diaspora. I believe even the JCA is streaming this event. So good evening to our virtual guests. Now, pardon those of us who are freshly outside and maskless, for the most part, if we forget about you sometimes, because it's so great to see faces, you know, and to see smiling faces, right? Camera is here, people. Smile, smile. So let's do a room check before I bring up the next person. Let me see a show of hands if you were born and raised in Jamaica. Pay attention to who has raised their hands. Let me see a show of hands if you have been here for over 20 years. Okay, this is an important show of hands. Let me see if you've been here for over 10 years. And let me see those of you who are the children of Jamaicans, not born there, born here and proud, and speak the patois sometimes to impress your friends, yes? Okay, so it is important to situate you because I am promising you, not speak the standard English throughout the evening. And the individuals who have been here longer may not even know some of the things I say. So you want to stick on to those who have been here 10 years or less. But in case and should in case I go off into our lovely language patois, those who raise their hands as being born Jamaicans should be able to help you to translate. Are you guys okay to translate for our friends this evening? So if you are, say, yeah. Say, all right. Say, zine. All right. So I can't promise that I will stay proper. A part of being in COVID is also losing oneself and finding oneself again. And so I will break out. So just keeping that in mind and just touch the person. They will be happy to tell you. Just say, what did she just say? And they'll be happy. They'll be happy. Jamaican people like for you to feel included. So they'll be happy to tell you. The reason I'm saying this is because we're going to take a walk down memory lane throughout the evening. Because I have a thesis that I want to support. My thesis is for us to invigorate a nation to greatness, we must accept that there are some who have given us academic greatness. I will highlight some of them this evening. I will talk about some inventors that have put book smart to invention. And then I will also speak about those who are less official, those who studied in the street school, and those who may not have ascended to the BAs and the MAs and the PhDs, but who can also teach a nation to be great. So my thesis tonight is that greatness is in all of us. And I hope to prove that to you through the examples I give. Now, we're still proper. You don't need your translators as yet. I'm going to ask the following person to come to the stage to bring us greetings on behalf of the city of Toronto. He is your deputy mayor. Give him a clap, man. You can't clap him. He is the chair of Toronto's Economic and Community Development Committee, and he's celebrating his 5th term as councillor for Scarborough Centre. And on Friday, I was watching the television, and they asked him about the news of Mayor John Tory returning. And he took the opportunity to let us know that he too plans to return. Ladies and gentlemen, Councillor Michael Thompson.
Thank you very much. Good evening, my fellow Jamaicans. Hello, good evening, my fellow Jamaicans. Wagwan. Ladies and gentlemen, I bring you greetings on behalf of the City of Toronto and the 3.1 million people who reside in the City of Toronto. I'm adding an extra one because we Jamaicans, we tend to multiply, and it's a really good thing, quite frankly. I'm happy to be here to celebrate with you in this majestic room that I've never seen this room look better. Slatsko, where are you? He is the Slats. Big round of applause for Slatsko and his team, making this room look amazing. This is one of our beautiful historic buildings in the City of Toronto, and I'm delighted to join you here this evening as we launch the celebration of Jamaica's 60th. I stand before you as a proud Jamaican. Every single day I wake up proudly as a Jamaican. It doesn't matter where I am a proud Jamaican. It doesn't matter what I face, I am a proud Jamaican. It doesn't matter what the obstacles are, I am a proud Jamaican with strength and roots from the rock. And so, ladies and gentlemen, I'm delighted to be with you this evening. We are aware of the dynamic nature of Jamaicans. We are aware of the contributions that they make wherever they are, they have arrived. We are aware as a great city of Toronto that our vibrancy and our energy comes from the heart of the Jamaican people that resides here. We are a city, a diverse city. In fact, our motto, diversity is our strength, was in fact crafted by a Jamaican. Did you know that? I think that deserves a better round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. We Jamaican Canadians are deeply committed, of course, to Canada, but we are forever maintaining our lasting love for our homeland. We have deep and abiding pride in its independence and are, in fact, committed to the sustaining and celebrating its unique spirit. We are fully aware that Jamaica is the heartbeat of the world. I have traveled to more than 50 countries in the world, and there were times when I felt alone. I'll give you an example. I was in Finland in a hotel, and I was the only person that looked like me. And I was feeling a little lonely. And I went out to have a bite to eat, and there was a big poster of Bob Marley. I'll tell you, I've never felt so strong and so inspired being in a place where I was the only person who looked like me. Ladies and gentlemen, I know that I have not mentioned yet, but protocol has been established. We have two amazing ministers that are with us this evening, and I too want to welcome Minister Bartlett and Minister Grange to our great city. We know that it is not your first time in our great city, and we will welcome you back. But Minister Bartlett, I also want to say to you that you have many ambassadors here, because I can tell you that every single person in this room promotes Jamaica on a daily basis. So I know you're in charge of tourism, so I know that you will ensure that everyone here appreciates, obviously, and you appreciate their efforts and so on. Ladies and gentlemen, as I said before, I stand before you as a proud Jamaican. Jamaica is, in fact, the gift to the world. Our beautiful people, our beautiful land, our beautiful beach, or beaches, our culture, our music, our leaders, our leadership, our princes, and our princes, and our queens, and our kings, are beautiful Jamaicans that are all over the world, that are giving the world the essence of what it is to be proud, the essence of what it is to be inspired, the essence of being creative, the essence of culture. We're little, but we're talawa. As a son of Jamaica, it is in fact my personal hope that we all celebrate and cherish and focus on helping Jamaica succeed. Because as we focus on re-inspiring a nation of greatness, Jamaica has always been a nation of greatness. Jamaica will always be a great nation. We will ensure that happens. We will work together to ensure Jamaica and its leaders are assisted with the needs that is required to help Jamaicans to succeed. Do you know that there are more PhDs in Jamaica than any places in the world? And that's a really good thing, because they're educated and they're focused. And so, as I stand before you as a proud Jamaican Canadian, it is my hope that as our native land celebrate its 60th anniversary, that it will be filled with harmony and joy, and of course, our friendship and our efforts to ensure that Jamaica will have prosperity and stand strong with economic development through its tourism and all the things that are needed to help to grow the next generation of great leaders, the next generation of great athletes, the next generation of great academics, the next generation of amazingly, solidly strong people. And I know as we continue to gather and celebrate Jamaica's independence in the coming year, we will all have to double our resolve to invest in Jamaica, to commit ourselves to ensure that Jamaica's inspiration and reigniting itself for greatness is supported by each and every one of you. Jamaica needs our help, and we need to be there for Jamaica because Jamaica gave birth to me and many of you, and so we need to make sure that we help this great country to achieve the greatness that we know Jamaica has always been and will continue to be. So on behalf of the great city of Toronto and the 3 million people who reside here, and as a very proud Jamaican, ladies and gentlemen, I thank you so much for being here. I thank you for your contribution and so on. Ministers, as you return home, know that we here in Canada will always be there to support you and the leaders and the Prime Minister and Jamaica and the Jamaican people, because they are us and we are them. And so as you move forward, know that you can count on us. And ladies and gentlemen, just one final thing. As I mentioned, that this particular facilities is actually a City of Toronto facility. But I want the owner of the Grand Bazaar to come forward and stand in front of you, and I want you to give him a big round of applause because I know that he has made so much effort to ensure that you're going to have a great time tonight. Slotso, please come forward, please. Thank you so much for that. Thank you for your contribution and all your team. And one final thank you to my good friend, Selwyn Richards, the art of catering. You have been sampling his amazing food. He is not a cook, he's not a chef, he's a creative artist in the culinary art. And thank you so much. So ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for the opportunity to speak with you. Thank you so much for your contribution to Jamaica. One love, respect.
Give him another round of applause for Councillor Michael Thompson. And there's a radiant person sitting to my right. That is our provincial representative, Mitzi Hunter. Give us a wave and give her a round of applause. Campaign season, right, Mitzi? Yes, so yes, we're gonna, you see she in our red, so we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about it. We're gonna continue this evening's proceedings. And remember I told you I have a thesis, that there's greatness in all of us. Did you know that a Jamaican created an eye drop for glaucoma? Did you know that? Put your hands together for this Jamaican. He's an ophthalmologist, Dr. Albert Lockhart, and he created this alongside Professor Manley West. He's a pharmacologist. And the eye drop is called Canusol, and it is made with marijuana. Yes, the ganja. Le ganja, margie, is the main ingredient in Canusol, an eye drop. And when I saw this invention, I thought about Professor Granny. That's the only name she'll have because all of you had one. And when something caught in your eye, Professor Granny had a solution. What did Professor Granny do? There are two things. Professor Granny would either take a handkerchief or kerchief from her waist pocket somewhere and dab it on her tongue and salve the eye. Or Professor Granny would open up the eye, step back a little bit, and I just want to acknowledge all the Professor Grannies this evening. Put your hands together. Because before Canusol was Granny Sol. You understand me? And as I said, this evening, my aim is to show you our greatness, whether it is from the academic realms or it is from our homes. So bear with me. I may go off because I love me some Jamaica and I love me some patois. Now, we're going to keep it moving in a patois vibe. We have with us a lady born in Clarendon, Jamaica. She migrated here in the 90s. She was recently named a 100 accomplished Black Canadian woman. And she now possesses an order of distinction. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together and welcome Miss Letna Allen Rowe.
Yes. This long time, girl, me never see you. Come make me hold your hand. This long time, girl, me never see you. Come make me hold your hand. Feel it and close it down, my feet up, pick up, pick up, so. Make me hold your hand, girl. Make me hold your hand. This long time, girl, me never see you. Come make me walk and talk. make me hold your hand. Make me hold your hand. Make me hold your hand, make me feel like until we tumble down, girl. Make me hold your hand, make me feel like until we tumble down, girl.
Listen up. Independence to Jamaica 60. Written by the Honorable Louis Bennett Coverley, with a little bit added to it by Leonard Allen Rowe, OD. Independence, independence with a vengeance, independence gaining grain. Listen up, Jamaica turn big mature smarty now. We no uncle mature, you know, but we independent. See there? A long time Jamaica, how do you know? We little but we talawa, we proud and we bossy and we show off to our. We turn up strong. We turn up strong. 60 years, we work hard and long. We take up a position, but we no little kete in a river no more. We are big fish in our ocean and sea. And as Miss Lou would have said, independence, independence with a vengeance. Jamaica celebrates 60 years. Jamaica takes 60 years of independence, and that is why we must now take our stance. Then Auntie Roach, she said, look what we live to see. 60 years of independence. The red, blue, and white gone out of the sky, and the green, black, and gold flying high. Them can't match we. We match them in education and religion. We match them in science and technology. We match them in all kind of sports. And remember, we have the fastest girl and boy in the world. Them can't match we. Them afraid of we because we beat them street and lane. We burn them up on the track. And then the sweet, sweet music made them turn up, lick, and fall back. Nobody can match we. We're passionate, we're resilient, and we're proud. And we are all committed to the black, green, and gold. So celebrate! Celebrate with me! Yes, man, make we dance and jump and kin poopa elik. Make we drink a little white rum with coconut water. Make we eat some jerk chicken and roast breadfruit. Some jerk pork. And all of you who don't like the pork, who can get little salt mackerel with rundown in there. And then you get 2 snapper with some okra and some bami and festival. Wash it down with an ice cold Jamaican red stripe beer. Then you clap and sing, jump and shout, and praise Uno Lord. 60 years anniversary. 60 years of independence. A long time Jamaica about, you know. And a long time we don't see you know. So this long time, girl, me never see you. Come make me hold your hand. This long time, boy, me never see you. Come make me hold your hand. Peel it, jump, cross it up, and treat up. Celebrate. Celebrate with me. Celebrate with you. Celebrate Jamaica. 60 years no come easy. 60 years and no boy. 60 years and no pian. So celebrate. Happy birthday. Happy anniversary. Happy Independence Jamaica. Happy independence. Ay. Jack Pandora, me not choose none.
Give it up again. Give it up again for Miss Letna Allen Rowe. You know, when we lost Miss Louise Bennett Coverley, I shed some tears because I was like, who will carry it on? Well, here in Toronto, we have Miss Letna. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to keep it moving because, you know, we may have fallen a little bit behind. I'm going to bring now another person who needs to bring some greetings to us. She's significant because a number of reasons. She is a neonatal physician with a hospital for sick kids. She was and probably still is, a professor of pediatrics at the University of Toronto Department of Pediatrics. Most importantly, she was born in Kingston, Jamaica, and she is currently the Honorable Dr. Rosemary Moodie, CD, Senator of Canada. Put your hands together and welcome to the stage our Senator.
Thank you for that very warm welcome. Honorable Ministers, Grange and Bartlett, High Commissioner Miller, distinguished guests. It is with deep pride that I address you today as we begin our celebrations of the 60th anniversary of Jamaican independence. The ties between Jamaica and Canada are vibrant and they are strong. Many Jamaicans, such as myself, have come to Canada and we have made it our home, contributing to the arts, the sciences, business, academia, and sports. Here in Toronto, the impact of Jamaicans are well recognized and celebrated. We are leaders, we are trailblazers, we are a foundational part of this city, its history, and its future ambitions. On the world stage too, Jamaica and Canada have many shared priorities. As shown by the leadership of Prime Ministers Trudeau and Holness on issues like fighting COVID-19 and financing for development. As a Jamaican-born parliamentarian appointed to the Senate of Canada, I have continued my work to strengthen the bonds between Jamaica and Canada. As co-chair of the Canada CARICOM Friendship Group, I've worked with representatives from CARICOM nations, especially Jamaica, on issues like climate change, development financing, health, and immigration. Cooperation is key in addressing the many challenges we face. Nonetheless, I feel confident saying that Canada has few closer or more faithful friends than Jamaica. On the strength of this friendship, we can continue to ensure the prosperity of both our nations. As I close, I bring a message from the Honorable George J. Fury, Speaker of the Senate, and I quote, "Honorable Ministers, High Commissioner, and distinguished guests, it is my privilege to congratulate Jamaica as it celebrates its 60th anniversary of independence. Throughout its rich and vibrant history, your country's dedication to democratic values at home and abroad has remained an inspiration to all of us. On behalf of the Senate of Canada, I wish Jamaica continued success, and I look forward to strengthening the enduring partnership of our two great countries. Thank you.
The senator is Jamaican. You never pick up on that? Oh, big up our senator. Give her a round of applause. We're going to keep it moving. We have another excellency, coming to introduce her minister. I speak of a public administrator who studied public administration and diplomacy at the University of the West Indies. She joined, of course, the foreign trade and has served as Jamaica's ambassador extraordinary and plenipotentiary, you know them big words. And she has represented Jamaica, the Republic of Argentina, Paraguay, Brazil, and Uruguay. I'm speaking of Her Excellency, Sharon J. Miller, High Commissioner of Jamaica to Canada.
Honorable Ministers, Consul General at Toronto and staff, distinguished guests, good evening. I join with the moderator in welcoming you to this evening's launch of the celebrations of Jamaica's Diamond Jubilee in Canada. Ours is a privilege to have in person the Honorable Olivia Grange and the Honorable Edmund Bartlett, and the video presence of my minister, who have chosen Canada to be the first among the diaspora nations to have this singular honor. We thank you, ministers, and as I have said previously, you have given us, your representatives in Canada, and indeed the entire diaspora, many years of bragging rights. Jamaicans in Canada will large. Distinguished guests, as I survey the room and feel your energy and warmth, I am so proud that among our many achievements on the global stage is our ability to project one love and to make people feel right at home. This here is indeed Jamaica Night, bursting with cultural expressions and a desire to make the homeland the place of all right. I thank you as we, the Consul General and I, look forward to your support of the many activities taking place across Canada this year. Mine is also the pleasure to introduce Senator the Honorable Kamina Johnson-Smith, Minister of Foreign Affairs and Foreign Trade. Senator the Honorable Kamina Johnson-Smith has been an attorney at law for close to 22 years, having worked both in private practice and as corporate in-house counsel. On 7 September 2020, Senator Johnson-Smith was reappointed as the Minister of Foreign Affairs and Foreign Trade of Jamaica, having served in that capacity after her first appointment on 7th March 2016. The minister brings a wealth of knowledge, expertise, and experience to this position, and is Jamaica's first female Minister of Foreign Affairs and Foreign Trade. The Jamaican diaspora falls within the purview of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Foreign Trade. And since assuming ministerial responsibility, Minister Johnson-Smith has presided over 2 biennial diaspora conferences. She has also convened diaspora consultations and engagements across continents, tabled a national diaspora policy as a green paper, and established the Global Jamaica Diaspora Council and the Global Jamaica Diaspora Youth Council as tools of deeper engagement. As it relates to her parliamentary role, Senator Johnson-Smith was concurrently appointed Leader of Government Business and Chair of various Senate committees, where she supports the government's legislative agenda by piloting bills and leading debates across all portfolios. Minister Johnson Smith has been a strong advocate in the attainment of Jamaica's sustainable development goals, strengthening Jamaica's contribution to important global efforts to build peace and security, foster respect for human rights, and promote a strong and fair multilateral trading system, which are pursued through a wide range of bilateral, regional, hemispheric, and international fora and international development partners. She was appointed President of the ACP Council of Ministers, presiding over the 170th session of the ACP Council of Ministers and the 43rd session of the joint ACP-EU Council of Ministers in Lomé, Togo. The CARIFORUM Group, CARICOM Council of Foreign Ministers, the first Jamaican foreign minister to attend G7 and G20 meetings, as well as a 2019 appointment as a President of Council of the International Seabed Authority, among others. Senator Johnson Smith holds a Master of Laws in Commercial Law from the London School of Economics and Political Science, a Bachelor of Laws and a Bachelor of Arts in French from the University of the West Indies. She's also a graduate of the Norman Manley Law School, where she was valedictorian, and the recipient of awards in legal remedies and advocacy. Ladies and gentlemen, Senator, the Honorable Kamina Johnson Smith.
Jamaica 60, events scheduled for Ottawa and other areas.
Chairperson, colleague ministers, High Commissioner, Consul General, Canadian government and provincial officials, fellow Jamaicans and friends of Jamaica, I convey warm greetings on today's launch of Jamaica 60 celebrations in Canada. This event marks the beginning of what is expected to be an exciting program of activities that will fittingly mark the achievements of our small but great country. It also heralds our determination to build a strong and prosperous nation. Accordingly, the theme chosen for this special year is Reigniting a Nation for Greatness. Unquestionably, in our 60 years as an independent nation, Jamaica, a small island developing state, has had remarkable and disproportionate success on the global stage relative to its size. We've gifted the world an incomparable music genre, 6 in fact, produced the song of the 20th century, displayed incredible athletic prowess, created inimitable cuisine, while earning worldwide respect for championing the cause of respect for human rights, justice, gender equality, peace and development, and for a fair and rules-based global trading system. This year's Diamond Jubilee embraces a trifecta of celebrations: our national independence, the birth of the Foreign Service, and the establishment of diplomatic relations with Canada. Over these 60 years, we've found Canada a most valuable partner and friend, whose sustained commitment has supported our development efforts in multiple areas, including security, climate change, education, and healthcare. This strong and enduring relationship, forged before independence in 1962, sets the stage for even greater collaboration, as evidenced by our joint endeavors within the United Nations on financing for development in the era of COVID-19 and beyond. In reflecting on the strong linkages with Canada, we must highlight the importance of people-to-people exchanges, which serve as the energy which propels our partnership. I am acutely aware of the 300,000 strong Jamaican Canadians who, like their compatriots in other parts of the world, demonstrate the uncanny ability to influence and shape their environment wherever they reside. You, our nationals, have made significant contributions to the development of your adopted country by your leadership in law enforcement, healthcare, education, financial services, and the Temporary Workers Program, which ensures the continued success of the agricultural sector. Of equal importance are your ongoing contributions to Jamaica's growth and development. The government of Jamaica recognizes your invaluable philanthropic efforts to build capacity within institutions dedicated to education and healthcare particularly. This level of generosity has had significant impact on the lives of our children and other underserved communities. Through your generous donations in response to the COVID-19 pandemic, our frontline workers have been able to perform their duties safely and effectively. I take this opportunity to express heartfelt thanks to you on behalf of a nation that is appreciative of the continued outpouring of love most evident during this crisis. As we continue to strengthen our engagement, the Jamaica 60 Diaspora Conference themed Reigniting a Nation for Greatness will be convened from the 14th to the 16th of June in collaboration with our private sector legacy partners Grace Kennedy, Jamaica National, Victoria Mutual, and J. Ray and Nephew. This signature forum continues to be an effective platform for dialogue and partnership and has been a key component of efforts since 2004 to deepen the relationship with the diaspora. The program promises to be dynamic and interactive even as the conference is being held in a hybrid format to enable greater participation and contribution from members all across the diaspora. In anticipation of more information to come, I invite you to mark your calendars for attendance and, as importantly, participation. You have also been in active planning mode under the leadership of Her Excellency Sharon Miller, High Commissioner, and Mr. Lincoln Downer, Consul General, as they spearhead the celebratory activities across Canada. This evening's launch of Jamaica 60 provides an opportunity for you to participate in the official commencement of the celebrations of our Diamond Jubilee in Canada, and to share with Jamaicans across the globe the significance of this milestone. I wish for you all an enjoyable evening and every success in the staging of the Year of Jamaica in Canada. I thank you.
We thank Senator the Honorable Kamina Johnson-Smith for her message. Now, somebody came and pulled my tail and said, they can't hear everything that is happening. And, you know, we met the guest, the person who is hosting us. And so I can't blame the venue. So it leaves me to suggest that it may be us. I don't want to call any names, but some people are speaking above the decibel that is appropriate for us to hear everything. I don't want to call any names, but I know some of them. Don't let me call no names. Take it down a couple decibels, please. Thank you. Before we bring up our next act, you know our senator is a pediatric doctor. And I've been thinking about the things that we have accomplished as Jamaicans. And in medicine, we have made some accomplishments. Kenneth Magnus made an antibiotic called monomycin. He discovered this in 1959, Jamaican. Cicely Williams discovered kwashiorkor. You ever hear people call kwashi pitney? You ever hear that term? Help them, translators help them know. And Yvette Francis Bartlett, she was a pioneer in the treatment of pediatric sickle cell anemia. And I began to wonder, what about our home doctors? Now, medical professionals will tell you that we must be very careful about home remedies. But ladies and gentlemen in Canada, My Jamaicans, we are 800,000 strong. When gas take you, what do you drink? Ginger tea. Ladies and gentlemen, when you have dysmenorrhea, it's a big word, look it up. What do you drink? You don't know dysmenorrhea? Cramps, ladies, cramps. What do you drink? Peppermint tea. Ladies and gentlemen, when you have other type of sickness, what do you drink? Serosity. So ladies and gentlemen, no long time we know medicine. Give us a round of applause. Dr. Granny and her friends have been taking care of us long time. And these new modern doctors have added to it. They went to school, they took the learning, and they did inventions. But let us not forget that if you are on the street and gas take you, in Canada, Tim Hortons sell peppermint. All right? We're going to keep it moving. We have a performer coming up. He wants you to know that you can support him in different ways. He has a track called Let's Celebrate Bob Marley, which in 3 weeks got over 700,000 views. He's Rita Marley's favorite saxophonist. Ladies and gentlemen, help me welcome Mr. Dave McLaughlin. Wasn't that lovely? One, two. Wasn't that lovely? Give it up again for saxophonist Dave McLaughlin. I was touched again on my tail, and I hear that people want to party. We still have some program to go. So I am going to tighten up my situation so that we can get to another situation. And in tightening up, I want to bring to the stage a woman who has now over 20 years in this tourism business. She has done hotel sales, marketing, and more. And she is now our current Regional Director of Jamaica Tourist Board here in Canada. I speak of Miss Angela Bennett, and I ask you to welcome her to the stage.
Honorable Ministers, High Commission for Jamaica to Canada, Council General, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, good evening. Thank you for joining us for this very special occasion. It is really special to see so many familiar faces that we haven't seen in a long time. New friends, new faces, and we can get together. We'll now hear from the Honorable Minister Bartlett, Minister of Tourism for Jamaica. As one of the world's leading tourism ministers, Minister Bartlett represents Jamaica regionally and internationally. He has received numerous awards, some of few he's very distinct about, and this is Minister of the Year for the world. And he has also received the CD from the government of Jamaica and very special OM from the King of Spain for tourism investment to Jamaica. Minister Bartlett is a tireless advocate for global tourism resilience. He is the founder and co-chair of the Global Tourism Resilience and Crisis Management Center based in the University of the West Indies in Jamaica. Just yesterday, we were honored to witness an exciting development for the center as ministers signed a memorandum of understanding between the center and the George Brown College, which will establish a satellite resilience center here in Toronto. This is the first center in North America. We are so excited for this partnership between Canada and Jamaica. Everyone, please allow me to extend a warm welcome to the Honorable Minister Edmund Bartlett, Jamaica Minister of Tourism.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Angela Bennett, my distinguished Director of Tourism for the great country, the Dominion of Canada. This evening is a diamond evening, and I see the diamond glistening all across the room, and the faces and the resplendency of our beautiful Jamaican women, accompanied by the very stellar and exquisite-looking Jamaican men. Hello, hello. But not to be undone is that Jamaica always integrates well everywhere we go. And here in Canada, it's no exception. So we see the integrated effect of the Jamaican beautiful women with the Canadian lovely men. As we see the reverse with the Jamaican beautiful women, men and the Canadian lovely women. And what a wonderful confluence that represents, because it is who we are. And I'll talk about that a little later on. Because for 60 years we have been, and even more. My colleague minister, the Honorable Olivia Babsy Grange, who is as much Jamaican as she is. I'm not saying it, not tonight. But I want to give her a very special round of applause because she's done so much for Jamaica's culture and for the integration of the communities here in Toronto in particular and Jamaica in general. Distinguished Senator, the Honorable Rosemary Moodie, our Jamaican senator present in the governance structure of this great dominion of Canada. And of course, Dr. Peter Wong, who is there, and I wanted to give him a hand because I think the mood of Senator Moodie Okay, thank you very much. A distinguished High Commissioner Sharon J. Miller, our High Commissioner in Ottawa, on behalf of all of us in Jamaica and the entire diaspora here in Canada. Mr. Lincoln Down, our Consul General, and the man right here in Toronto who makes it happen for us, and we really want to thank him for the wonderful coordinating work that he has done with the team here to make tonight the success that it has been. Thank you very much, Lincoln. Distinguished Canadian government officials and provincial and municipal officials, members of the Caribbean Consular Corps, some of whom are seated on that side of the room, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, members of the media, and I want to very specially reference my little team from Jamaica that's here, along with from the Global Tourism Resilience and Crisis Management Center, Professor Lloyd Waller, who is the Professor for Digital Transformation at the University of the West Indies and Executive Director, and Anna K. Newell, our International Relations Director for the Center. I also have to, before I go into the text of my comments, reference my own family. Because Canada has been the home of an important part of me for many, many years. My elder sister, who my parents named Edna, in anticipation of Edmund, is here, and her family, including her first daughter in the soil and from the soil of Canada, Dr. Denise Nelson Mugaji, who is a professor at the George Brown College, and her family is here, and also Alicia and her husband, and Dennis. But the senior member of the family that's here that I want to reference is, of course, my uncle, Arnold Rowe, and his wife, Letna Allen, who is the Miss Lou of Canada. I want to thank them for joining us this evening as we celebrate together this great milestone under the theme that is such a powerful and resonating one: igniting a nation for greatness. Our Prime Minister, the Most Honorable Andrew Michael Holness, is indeed a product of this 60 years. And so we can easily call him, and I'm sure he's listening somewhere in Jamaica as we stream live tonight, the Diamond President, the Diamond Prime Minister, the Diamond Leader of the Diamond Country, Jamaica. And we want to greet him specially tonight from Toronto. Prime Minister, I hear you. Our Governor General, the Most Honorable Sir Patrick Allen and Lady Allen, our cabinet and our cabinet ministers and members of parliament, and all the Jamaicans who are joining us virtually and otherwise tonight from all across the world. Wonderful Commonwealth of Jamaica that exists here in Canada, in the United States, in the UK, and in the Far East. You'll never believe I met so many of them in the United Arab Republics a few days ago when I was in that part of the world. There is a Jamaican everywhere on planet Earth. Our distinguished Jamaicans who have excelled in various areas of the arts, in academia, in sports, in music, in politics, and in thought leadership. Jamaicans who have created institutions, have invented new ways and systems and processes, and who have added value to this wonderful world called life. I greet very specially tonight. But I greet us also from one critical vantage point, the vantage point of a country that people define differently. Because I insist, we are not a country. You know what we are? We're an idea. A wonderful idea that so many people from all across the world can contribute to and be a part of. And our founding fathers recognized the value of that idea and created the motto, out of many, one people. And so we are a confluence of ethnicity and cultures and different strains and different races. And we have created over the 60 years a statement that the world is now responding to, that Jamaica's diversity can be simulated in one nation, one people, so united, so distinct and so special and so unique that anywhere in the world we go, you know it's a Jamaican. By our gait, our walk, our swagger, we're kind of different that way. And when a Jamaican speaks, it is so distinctive. Our mayor, deputy mayor mentioned that he was alone in a place, far away. And then there was Jamaica, because somebody saw a Bob Marley picture, and that was Jamaica represented. We were somewhere else and we saw Usain Bolt's picture, and that was Jamaica represented. And what we can say is that today, we are leading the world in so many areas. And I'm excited about this prospect of leading a world in thought process, ideas. So Jamaica is becoming the idea center from which value added is derived. And the Global Tourism Resilience and Crisis Management Center, which we launched yesterday at George Brown, is a statement that we can lead the world in a recognition of resilience. The world has been preoccupied with discussions on sustainability. And yes, sustainability is critical because it speaks to maintaining the status quo and ensuring that we conservatively retain what the world has been bequeathed by the divine, what nature has endowed and given to us. But disruptions have sought to teach us some lessons. The first and most critical of which has been that in Anthropocene Earth, man has never had a global disruption that affected the entire world simultaneously. This pandemic, COVID-19, is a first, truly existential global disruption that the world has had. We've had disruptions that affected continents, affected countries. And the last mega one we thought about was, I think, in 435 AD when the great what we call the great volcano from Iceland, producing fumes that covered Asia and Europe. And for 2 years, the world literally stood still. But never was there any impact on North America and South America. This one, everywhere. So the world went into what we call anthropause. For 2 years, we did nothing. We went nowhere. We stayed at home. Our animals stayed in their places, and our plants were rested, and even our waters got refreshed. But during that time, so much has happened to us that we're beginning to find a new way to do so many things. And now we are in what we call anthropause. Pulse. We're ready to act again. We're ready to move and do things. We're ready to travel and go places. And it's in the context of this anthropause that Jamaica, in our Diamond Jubilee celebration, is leading the world in these areas. And I want to just quickly say to you that in terms of recovery as an economy, Jamaica is the fastest recovering economy in the Caribbean today. We have had 4 consecutive quarters of economic growth, never before experienced in many, many decades. Our tourism has also led the way globally. Not just are we growing and recovering faster than the average world recovery, but we are leading the world in managing the process of recovery. And the establishment of that center was a signature statement of institutional capacity that Jamaica has developed to lead the world in recovering from global disruptions. And so this evening, as we celebrate our 60th, let us celebrate our intellectual capacity also. We're not just a music country. We're not just a sporting country. We're not just a country of farmers and planters and lovers. Hello. We are also a country of intellect. And I want the world to understand that. So this is our moment as we move forward after this 60, for us to redefine ourselves as a people that add value to the global experience. I leave you tonight with that charge. Let's, in reflecting on our 60, develop a resolve for the next 60 to be true leaders of thought in the world. God bless you.
We want to thank Minister Bartlett. I want you to give him a round of applause for something else. As a young person born in Jamaica, I've known Mr. Bartlett looking the same exact way that he looks this evening. I don't know, those of you who know him over the years, what is the secret, sir? Tourist board, please bottle it and sell it, because he has not aged one bit. Give him a round of applause. We want to turn our eyes to the video screen again as we see what Jamaica 60 programs and activities will be happening in Canada.
Jamaica 60. Events scheduled for Ottawa and other areas.
I'm dreaming of a new Jamaica, a land of peace and love. Some say they cannot see no hope, that's why they keep it slow. I know there is hope somewhere, that's why I wrote this song. So let me give you all who believe in love. I say, go sing this song with me, all who believe in love. I say, go sing this song.
I said, this is the land of my birth. I said, this is the land of my birth. I said, this is Jamaica, my Jamaica, the land of my birth. Let us stop for a minute, count our blessings one by one. We should never be disloyal, but stand up and keep strong. My Jamaica is a beautiful island. She is the pearl of the Caribbean Sea. And our people, they are free, no oppression here to see. The prettiest woman there be. On the hills and the plains and the rivers and the valleys, always beckon to me. I said, this is the land of my birth. I said, this is the land of my birth. I said, this is Jamaica, my Jamaica, the land of my birth.
Well, you see it there. You've heard it first. Don't miss out on all the activities that are going to be happening across Canada. Maybe we should do some road tripping, right? Right, President Adoma? We should go to Montreal and these places, man. Toronto is so dominant in these things. So now we will call back to the stage our High Commissioner, because the woman of the moment is going to address us, because this is her forte. I had made a promise that I wouldn't trouble you, Minister Grange, but I couldn't resist. This week was quite full of activities for you. I don't know if you've been paying attention, but the royals visited Jamaica, Yes, the Duke and Duchess, William and his wife, and Minister Grange was front and center. So much so that she didn't know there were other royals there who go by the name of L.A. Lewis. And poor Minister Grange had to usher L.A. Lewis away from the gatherings because it wasn't his turn. What you say, Minister? L.A., it's not your turn, L.A. Go and watch the viral video, ladies and gentlemen. Minister Grange cannot comment on this item because LA has subsequently filed a suit. If you are aware of Jamaica, this is why I needed the people to be interpretation people, because if you left Jamaica maybe under 10 years, you would remember L.A. Lewis. As a child growing up, I used to see, on the wall his name and such. So L.A. is the king of clowning, and poor Minister Grange had to usher that king away from those proceedings. I wasn't planning to trouble you, Minister, but it's too easy. We move it along. Jamaica is very much full of invention. And as Minister Grange is going to be introduced, I thought of what are some of the things that we invented. And we are known for different musical forms. We are known for reggae, rocksteady, ska, mento, dub, dancehall, ragga, reggae fusion. And for those who are born here, we are also a part of the hip-hop culture. DJ Kool Herc was acknowledged in Jamaica for his pioneering work in hip-hop. And we are also known for modern remixing of music. And so in the 1960s and 70s dancehall, the man King Tubby and the one Lee Scratch Perry, the late Lee Scratch Perry, did what we now know as versions. Jamaica is a very inventive nation. And as we bring back to the stage Her Excellency Sharon J. Miller, High Commissioner of Jamaica to Canada, we want you to ponder on how dull your life would be without Jamaicans.
Distinguished guests, the moderator has done such a great job in introducing Minister Grange to you that maybe I shouldn't do anything, but I feel that as the minister of this moment, you need to know a bit more about Minister Grange. The Honorable Olivia Grange has served as Member of Parliament for the constituency of Central St. Catherine since 1997 and is currently the longest serving woman MP in the House of Representatives. She was appointed Minister of Culture, Gender, Entertainment, and Sport in March 2016. Minister Grange's wide portfolio includes arts and culture, cultural and creative industries, entertainment and media arts, gender affairs, heritage, national commemorative events, reparations, religious and faith-based organizations, and sport. In addition to leading the ministry, she oversees 12 agencies and 5 statutory bodies. Minister Grange also serves as chairman of the Jamaica National Commission for UNESCO. Previously, Minister Grange served in the cabinet between 2007 and 2011 as minister with responsibility for information, youth, sports, culture, women and gender affairs, entertainment, community development, and special projects. During this tenure, she led the development of the National Policy for Gender Equality, the Youth Entrepreneurship Policy, as well as the National Sport Policy. Minister Grange also spearheaded the revival of national cultural celebrations through the reintroduction of the Independence Grand Gala, redevelopment of the Jamaica Festival Program, restoration of heritage sites, and the declaration of Reggae Month annually in February. In 2009, she had the distinction of being appointed as CARICOM's first champion for culture, with responsibility for advocating, among other things, capacity building for cultural industries, cultural institutions, and individual artists. Prior to her appointment to the cabinet and election to the House of Representatives, Minister Grange served as government senator between 1983 and 1989, during which time she also served as parliamentary secretary with responsibility for information and culture and Minister of State in the Office of the Prime Minister. Minister Grange is a pioneer contributor to the development of the reggae and dancehall industry in Jamaica, Canada, and the United States. As a founding director and member and director of the Jamaican Association of Composers, Authors, and Publishers, Minister Grange has been instrumental in introducing policy initiatives to support the development of the cultural industries and advance brand Jamaica. Notably, Minister Grange co-founded Contrast, Canada's first Black community newspaper, and in 1982, she won the City TV Iris Award for production of special music events in Toronto. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Minister Grange.
Wow, the introduction is longer than my speech. And you've all been listening to us talking all night, right? So you may want to sing a little song. What about One Love? You want us to sing? Let's sing. One love, come on. One heart, let's get together and feel all right. Boy, no fenke. It's all right. I want to especially acknowledge my colleague minister, the Honorable Edmund Bartlett. And I just want you all to give him a special round of applause. Mr. World Tourism Minister. So when Usain Bolt took it to the world, Edmund Bartlett is taking Jamaican tourism to the world. I also would like to acknowledge our High Commissioner, Sharon Miller, and our Consul General to Toronto, Mr. Lincoln Downer. And they've worked very hard to pull this off. And also, I have to acknowledge Angela Bennett and the team. They have really worked hard to give us this fabulous evening. And I want to thank them so much. I wish to also acknowledge Councillor Michael Thompson, Deputy Mayor of the City of Toronto, the Honorable Dr. Rosemary Moodie, Senator of Canada, and Dr. Peter Wong. And so Jamaicans at home, to whom we are streaming live on Public Broadcasting Corporation of Jamaica, on the Jamaica Information Service, on the Jamaica Cultural Development Commission website, on Visit Jamaica, on the Ministry of Culture, Gender and Entertainment website, and on my own Facebook page. So we're streaming to the world. So Jamaicans here in Canada and across the diaspora. And of course, you're gonna have to put up with a little family business. I must acknowledge my brother, Hamlin Grange. Hamlin, just stand up, my man, and make everybody see you. Don't be shy. And his wife, Cindy Reyes, who is here, who is on her 3rd book. I have a whole lot of family here, cousins galore. I should just say stand up, and most persons here may stand up. Tatlin, Michael, Ron, so many family members and good friends, longtime friends. I want to thank you for coming out and for supporting us here tonight. So greetings and salutations to the gracious and glorious people of Canada, both members of the Jamaican diaspora as well as other Canadians who have literally taken Jamaica as their other home. It is indeed a pleasure for me to be here in my home, away from home. Canada, as some of you may know, provided a home for my mother, my father, rest of the family, and showed me personally great affection when I too lived here. So when I come to Canada, I come home. In fact, this country has been home to a multitude of Jamaicans and was one of the earliest countries to broker diplomatic relations with a newly minted independent Jamaica in 1962. So we're grateful for this excellent partnership and these past 60 years and more. When we took over the reins of our country in 1962, we took on new responsibilities. Our spirit of resilience, courage, and fierce determination have enabled us to construct an identity and a brand that the world has acclaimed. Yes, as Bob Marley proclaimed in his artistic genius, our hands were made strong by the hand of the Almighty, and we're forward in this generation triumphantly. We come here tonight with a fire shut up within our bones, ready to be released for the upliftment of our people and the building of Jamaica, the nation. A fire which continues to burn in the breast of every Jamaican, no matter where we are. Miss Lou said, anywhere Jamaican there, a Jamaica. You all know that, don't you? Anywhere a Jamaican there, a Jamaica. And that is why, amid the fight against a global pandemic and our decision to surge forward through the creation of corridors of resilience, we decided on the Jamaica 60 theme this year. And what was that? Jamaica 60, reigniting a nation for greatness. That is our mantra when we celebrate. I know you here in Canada, the Jamaican Canadian diaspora, have experienced that flame as you walk through Canada's special cold, determined to achieve the success for which you left your native land. So no matter how it cold, the fire and the heat in our body keep us warm here in Canada. Don't it? I know you understand that your beginning in Jamaica is what prepared you for the sojourn in this land that you have made your home and created generations of Canadians of Jamaican heritage. And the Canadians of Jamaican heritage, they still love the Jamaican food. And them love the Jamaican music. Not true? Right? So all when you're born, yeah, in Canada, you're still a Jamaican because the culture is in your body. Indeed, today we proudly refer to you as the Jamaican diaspora or the Commonwealth of Jamaica. From this vantage point, you have been able to contribute in a fulsome way to the development of your homeland. The little money you send back, and the little villa you buy, and whatever you do, you are contributing to the building of Jamaica. And may our eternal Father who blesses our land continue to bless you in unbelievable ways for your generosity of spirit. Our independence is part of a long journey filled with stories, many, many stories. But through it all, we have astonished the world with a culture and brand not paralleled by any nation our size since the civilization of Greece. This is the fire we are determined to reignite in Jamaica 60. This, as I would say, is the natural mystic that Jamaica is. Reigniting a nation for greatness means that we see us all as one family in the globally unifying theme of one love. And that one love is what Bob Marley and Jamaica gave to the world. Reigniting a nation for greatness means engaging everyone who calls Jamaica home, including those who declare themselves as friends of Jamaica. Reigniting a nation for greatness means ensuring that we are emboldened to make the structural changes needed to guarantee prosperity to all our people. And I can assure you, myself and Minister Bartlett and the rest of the cabinet in Jamaica, we are going to work and continue to work to ensure prosperity to all our people. Tonight in Canada, in this fabulous setting, we launch our celebration of Jamaica 60 Canada, which will be like a fire burning. We will revel in the excitement of the moment. We have dancing after the speeches, and we're going to dance up a storm. Ours is still a bold adventure to overcome historic imbalances and inequities and create a moral and a more stable, inclusive world order. Our legend, Usain Bolt, championed the expression, Jamaica to the world. And let me see you show us the Jamaica to the world side. Let me see all of you. Jamaica to the world. Let me see it. And when Usain did that, we all know he was echoing what we all knew, that Jamaica have always been world-class citizens because we have pledged in our motto to play our part in advancing the welfare of the whole human race. So Jamaica 60 will be a mix of impactful legacy projects and entertaining and exciting commemorative events for the entire year. There will be activities and projects that will be revealed not tonight by me, but by the Most Honorable Prime Minister when he does the big launch of Jamaica 60 on April 10. But I'm going to give you a little peek into what we are doing. We're going to having major improvement and addition to our sports and cultural infrastructure, such as the National Stadium. And some of the infrastructure development will include a sports museum and a music museum, because we have astounded the world, we have astonished the world with our prowess in sports and a music that we have given and a new religion that we have given to the world. So we will have a sports museum and a music museum. And of course, the Emancipation and Independence period, that is July to August 6, will be filled with celebration, pomp, and pageantry. And we will, have, of course, have the Grand Gala on the 6th of August. And all of you who can come home for the Grand Gala, please, please come home, because it's going to be really fabulous. But if you cannot make it home, we're going to have what we call watch parties. We're going to go live, and we're going to link with you live. So you can see what's happening in Jamaica, and we can see you celebrating here in Canada and across the world. So we will have the pleasure in Jamaica to see Niagara Falls lit up or light up with the Jamaican colors. And I really want to thank the High Commissioner and the Consul General for making sure that that happened. So I'm looking forward to that. I just want to say that it will be fireworks. We're going to turn it up. So tonight, I say to all gathered here, let us commit not only to a celebration with a fire that will provide energy and warmth to our people, but also to the building of our nation, so that everyone will see us as a place of choice to live, to work, to do business, and to raise families. Indeed, when the black, green, and gold standard was raised on that night of August 6, 1962, Jamaicans everywhere felt a fire ignited in their body, in their mind, and in their spirit, as our nation took on a bold step on a journey to greatness. And together this year, as part of our Diamond Jubilee, we come to Toronto to begin a journey to reignite a nation for greatness. This is our first launch. And we specially wanted to honor Jamaicans here in Toronto and across Canada by making you the first stop on this celebratory journey. And I must tell you, it's not because I was living in Canada and I am, you know, right, Minister Bartlett? It's not that reason. You wanted Canada as well to be the first stop. So, as we celebrate, we will not be daunted though challenges lie before us. We will not cower before the many challenges we have as a nation. We will defeat them through the relentless effort, resilience, and fierce determination of a people, as a people. We will not quit, though the road ahead may be rocky, though the hills are steep and the valleys deep. With the fire reignited in our veins, we will meet every obstacle, every challenge, and in the words of Claude McKay, our renowned poet, meet them head on, pressed to the wall, dying but fighting back. We will build back better, especially after this global pandemic. It all impacted on us, it affected all of us, but we will build back better. We are confident because we must pass on the fire to our children. We must leave a great legacy to our generations, including those not yet born. And so we pledge the love and loyalty of our hearts, the wisdom and courage of our minds, the strength and vigor of our bodies in service to each other, yard and abroad. We will continue to reignite our nation so that the fire will consume our spirit and build up within us the energy and vision needed to achieve greatness and prosperity for all. And so as I close, tonight, in this spirit of togetherness, as the fire within warms our hearts, I am pleased and honored to, along with Minister Bartlett, who I'm going to ask to join me on stage, and I'm not going to say we are the Bobsey twins, right?
The two B's, yeah?
But the two B's. Tonight, in the spirit of togetherness, as the fire within warms our hearts, I am pleased, and we are pleased, and honored to launch Jamaica 60 Canada. God bless the government and people of Canada. God bless the Jamaican diaspora in Canada.
God bless Jamaica, land we love.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
So before we go, we have two things to tell you. One is that in this Diamond Jubilee year, the Jamaica Tourist Board is pleased to advise that we are establishing a very special package called 60 by 60 for 60 couples in Canada to enjoy weekends in Jamaica from August through to December for $60 per night per person.
Could you repeat that?
So that's 60 by 60. 60 couples to spend weekend over the period August through December. 1st of December, that is, not all of December, 1st of December. At $60 per night per person. And you will hear more about that from Angela Bennett, our regional manager for tourism in Canada. And speaking about thought leadership, as that was the theme of my comment, during this 60 years and coming out of the pandemic, Jamaica, having a successful story of recovery, has been able to codify our experience and to provide to the world a positive and strong statement of completion of a duty. And so best practices is now what the world needs as it moves to deal with the next set of disruptions that we'll have to face. We're looking at one in Korea, well, hopefully not, although we heard a funny story about that Korean one. But in the Ukraine, for sure, there is a disruption. And who knows what further disruptions we will have. So Professor Waller and myself co-edited the first book on resilience and recovery using Jamaica as a model. And we presented that yesterday at George Brown. And tonight, we have a few copies that we are going to be presenting to some wonderful Canadians who we have identified who are in the audience with us tonight. I gather that Anna Kay, you're going to join Professor Waller. We're going to do it down, yes, we're coming right down to do it.
I will call the names.
So you call the
right.
names? Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's show them the book.
Yeah. So this is the publication, Tourism Resilience and Recovery for Global Sustainability and Development. Navigating COVID-19 and the Future, edited by Lloyd Waller and Edmund Bartlett, and with a foreword by Dr. Talib Rafai, former Secretary General, United Nations World Tourism Organization. And so we invite Patrick, the Mayor of Brampton, Patrick Brown. We're inviting the Deputy Mayor, Michael Thompson, to come up and to receive his copy. So we didn't just walk with our empty hands, we brought goodies. And while we're doing the presentation, we have some beautiful gift packages for everyone who has attended here tonight. Mitzi Hunter, MPPs, Carver, will you please come? Mitzi? And Ray, you get a chance to come up here, Ray. Ray Williams, Managing Director, Vice Chairman, Financial Markets. And I'm going to ask my good friend, my Bonononis friend, Judge Pam Appelt. Pam, we have a book for you. Yes, will you please? And we have Anne-Marie Lane, President of the Consular Corps in Toronto. Anne-Marie? We have a copy for you as well. And here comes Judge Pam Appelt. And Minister Bartlett. Minister Bartlett. Hamlin Grange, will you please step up here? We have a copy for you as well. Come on up, Hamlin. Minister B, there is Hamlin Grange, right there. No, this one is letting us. Just hand it and then we can, yeah. So you can't turn your back, Hamlin. All right, so I think it's Letno and Arnold. I'm going to invite Howard Shearer. Now, Howard is the son of a former Prime Minister of Jamaica, the late Hugh Shearer. And Howard, we're happy to see you here tonight. And Minister Bartlett, of course, he had to take care of family as well. So his niece, Edna, sister, Edna, your sister. Edna? Okay. And I'm going to call up now Arnold, Nal, and Letno. We have a copy here for you as well. Good. So, I have news for everybody who came up and got a book. He's not here. No. That you're going to have to do it all over again so I can be in the pictures. I thank you all so much. Thank you. And just to say that we're going to party afterwards. I don't know if there's a curfew on us, but we're going to rock to some music and we're going to enjoy ourselves and we're going to start the celebration now. And it will continue throughout the year. God bless Jamaica. God bless Canada. God bless you all, and I love you all. Thank you so much. Oh, we're going to cut the birthday cake now. So I get to take some photographs, okay?
Thank you again, Minister Grange. Let's give her a round of applause. And when we talk about look young and has not aged, Minister Grange is in that posse. Again, Jamaica Tourist Board, please bottle whatever it is Minister Bartlett and Minister Grange eats, drinks, or sleeps in, because we need to know the secret. We're going to turn our eyes to the video screen while they get set up for the cake cutting, because we want to show you the events that are happening in Toronto to celebrate Jamaica's 60th, and then we'll have the cake cutting.
Jamaica 60. Events scheduled for Ottawa and other areas.
Yes. So Minister Grange and Minister Bartlett are officiating now the cake cutting.
Events scheduled for Toronto.
Give them a round of applause. It is official, Jamaica's 60th celebration.
Help me with my song and let the people then come sing along. Take up your cutlass, your shovel and your hoe. Take up your books, then people let us go. Call out the youth and brother, let us show. Sweet Jamaica, we really want to grow. If them are dead, like the one that make them come. If them are ballad, run them make them come. If them are screw face, run them make them come. Run them, make them come.
Our dignitaries, please join them by this cake.
Rain and fall, but the dust tough. Pull up your sleeve, man, no tell me about no hard luck. Come on, fatty, just lead Danny.
Clap them.
Let the man come dig ground with me. Today we sow, tomorrow we reap. Then everything will be sweet, sweet, sweet. Corn and yam, banana too. And our livestock will walk the field.
No matter where in this world I go, I am a Jamaican.
No birth papers I have to show, 'cause I am a Jamaican. No matter where in this world I go, I am a Jamaican. No birth papers I have to show, 'cause I am a Jamaican.
Jamaica Independence Day, Jamaica wedding.
What them here Jamaican talk, 'cause I am a Jamaican. Them here Jamaican chat, them say Jamaican bop, 'cause I am
And you will notice that you're seeing our Consul General from Jamaica to Toronto joining them. And of course our High Commissioner. Give them all a round of applause. It is official. We have launched in Toronto. You know Toronto had to be the launching spot, right?
What a boy can run, that is a Jamaican. When they see the Rasta man from Jamaica,
nice, clap them, clap them.
That is a Jamaican.
And ladies and gentlemen, we are now going into the section that you have been waiting for, I hear. And we're going to ask all our dignitaries in order to join our Director of Tourism, Angela. You're going to direct them to the official photography area. Yes. So, as we wind down, ladies and gentlemen, you will notice I've brought my purse up on stage because it's time to go. I've also put on my glasses because I was showing off like I could read without it all evening. And I start feeling a little situation. Now, I see some media people in the house. Brandon Gomez, Jay Martin. Brandon and Jay, come here for a second. Come here for a second. Brandon, we're so proud of you, I can't tell you. Brandon Gomez and Jay Martin, come here for a second. Quickly, quickly, we're going to the party now, you know. We're going to the party now. As we wind down now, Brandon, come. Jay, come. I have one question for you. Look here. You see what's in my hand? Is a toothpaste, right? Brandon, how much more brushes do you think I have left in this toothpaste? Look at it. So it's squish up. I'm a full. When I put it on the toothbrush, I use the whole brush, right? How much you think is left in this? How much more usage? Yes, how much more? Jay Martin says 14 more brushes. Please to pay attention. Jay Martin says 14 more brushes. Brandon, come now, Mr. Dirty Snow. Talk to them. Talk to them, Brandon. How many more brushes are left? I have about 20 more brushes in here. Listen now. Listen now. Brandon said, if I'm going to cut it. Ladies and gentlemen, I have more than 20 in there because as a Jamaican, you squeeze it up, right? Right there says 20, right? So Brandon kind of right? Jay kind of less, right? You see, after we squeeze this and get about 20, you take a scissors and you cut. And then you take your toothbrush and you hooks it out. Ladies and gentlemen, hooks it out. We never done toothpaste and this party never done. Let's put your hands together for the Arsenals who are going to give us the music tonight. Leading into the Arsenals is one of our favorite DJs, Joshua Lucas. Give it up. It has been my pleasure moderating for you this evening. I hope you enjoyed yourself. I am Danae Peart. Look out for me. I'm Media Biz TO everywhere. Take care.
Check one, check one, check one. Ladies and gentlemen, can you put your hands together for Danae for doing such a wonderful job this evening? Launch us with the sound system right here. All right, there is not a lot of time. I go by the name of Joshua Lucas. I am honored to call myself a second generation Jamaican. I am a child of a Jamaican. Any Jamaican people in here? We're going to start this party off the right way. What we're going to do is play this song here to test who is really a Jamaican in the building right now. It's Independence Celebration. Make we start it this way like this. This is party time. The Stush vibes is not going to work tonight. You ready?
I want you to know that I am the man who fights for the right, not for the wrong. Going there and staying here, talking this and talking that. Soon you will find out the man I'm
first festival song in Jamaica, 1966. Rest in peace to Toots Hibbert, the great legend. I'm just getting you guys warmed up for the Arsenal's band. So this is what I like to call test the crowd and see who knows music. Dizzy, I'm going to test the crowd right now and see what going on in here. Watch ya. This is called roll call. All who love reggae music, can sing out that one, yeah?
took a walk and passed your house late last night. All the shades were pulled and drawn. From within the dim light burst, the silhouettes on the shade. Oh, what a lovely couple they made. Silhouette, 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 silhouette. Die, oh, silhouette, silhouette.
Dizzy is a test them.
Silhouette.
Jamaican people, come back to your memory. We're getting ready to have a good time tonight. Everybody sing out that one you know.
Stick by me, I'll stick by you.
It's Joshua Lucas,
stick
future.
By me, I'll stick by you. My life on earth would be useless, can't you see? Oh, oh, if I didn't have you, you stick by me. I love you, darling, and that's no lie.
We're asking all our honorable guests and dignitaries to make your way to front stage as we do the official photo op for this Jamaica 60th launch. It will move, guys. The Jamaica 60th official photo. The Jamaica 60th official photo. So we're asking the High Commissioner, the Council General, Deputy Mayor, make your way to front stage, please. Minister Bartlett and Minister Grange, please. Make your way to front stage so we get the official Jamaica 60th launch photos. Thank you.
No one can tear us apart. You've got a place safe.
Is he ready for them? Hold on over.
Oh.
We're about to call in the Arsenal's band while we take the picture. In the meantime, wanna remember?
Sunday gone, I jump on a minibus. I really late, but it's not my fault. When we nearly reach by the terminus, I feel the bus come to a halt. Well, liquor ram goes down by the roundabout. about. But just as if that could not suffice, a brother run to the bus and start to shout.
But Jamaican people who can't sing the one right now, sing out.
Right.
Come now.
From good liver, good the neck, manage water, really good feet, make the herring for your daughter. For a good lunch, put the bite in your bar.
It was.
It make your daughter. It make your daughter.
Jamaica 60, we're going down memory lane right now. The great Ernest Smith, come on, take off.
I and I man forward on a different scene. I and I man Caliweed. I and I man Queen. Everything was irie, getting in the groove. I just come down to movement when someone said,
"Don't move, come."
Well, it must be a dopey or a gunman. I might not find out yet. I and I so frightened. All the talk and name I forget. Well, it must be a dopey or a gunman. I never stopped to sleep. Quarry was a boy to I man last night. Him couldn't follow. Him couldn't follow. Him couldn't follow me. Next day the daughter asked me, what happened to you last night? Just when you're ready for work, you're sure you get stage fright. It was a dread from across the gully.